Okay guys, before I get started, I just wanted to say that I am sorry for not having videos in a while. A lot of things got in the way, life got in the way, such as I had a birthday, and I'm preparing for graduate school, and I had a dog die, so I've been dealing with life. So that's why I haven't had a lot of videos in a while. So I just wanted to say that before I did my video, and just a little recap of life before we get started with the video. So let's get started with the video. Okay, I'm going to be reviewing the book Anna of Cleves, The Princess and the Portrait by Alison Weir. And this one was kind of a miss. It didn't do as well as I thought it wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. This book tells the story of Anna of Cleves, who came from Germany and was the fourth wife of King Henry VIII. And it basically tells her story from when she's a teenager until her death. So when she's living in Germany until she dies in England. Now, this was a fail, mainly because there were a lot of speculations during the time that she lived that Alison Weir decided to make truth. There was tons of rumors even after when she was married to King Henry VIII, and then after she was divorced from King Henry VIII. And Alison Weir decided to make those truthful, and I didn't really like that. And also, again, with just like a lot of her other books, it was just too long. I think I read this on Audible, so it wasn't as bad, but I think in print, I think it was almost 500 pages, and it didn't need to be that long. And I read this book on Audible, and I got it around May 20-something. So I got it, and I finished it in a month. So I just finished it yesterday, and so that kind of shows you how it took me a while to really get into it, and there wasn't a lot of stuff going on, especially after she was after she got divorced from King Henry VIII. So there wasn't a lot going on. It was just about her gaining all this property and her kind of country living, and she'd come to court sometimes, and that was it. So this was kind of a fail, and this disappointed me. I wanted this to be a win. I really like Alison Weir. I've reviewed several books by Alison Weir on this channel, and I love her. And to just run off of speculation to make a good novel, and I think a reviewer, because I read a review on Amazon while I was reading this book, and someone basically says we don't know much about Queen Anne of Cleves, so she had to make a bunch of stuff up. So that's kind of what she did, and that's not what I didn't want. This I go to Alison Weir for her pretty much historical accuracy, but in this book we do not get it. But I want to leave off with a positive. The one thing that I saw that was positive is it put Henry VIII in a more positive light when it came to him and Queen Anne of Cleves. Even when he was divorced, he treated her really kindly. He was really good to her, even though he divorced her and he did not like her. He still invited her to court and gave her gifts, and she gave him gifts in return. And so that was really nice, because in other books I've read, it wasn't like that at all. It shows Henry as this egotistical tyrant, which he was, don't get me wrong, but this shows him in a more sympathetic light. So that is where Alison Weir really, that's one of the positives about this book. But other than that, she just makes a whole bunch of stuff up. And I do want to continue the series, so when the Catherine Howard book comes out, I will read that. But I'm not too impressed with this book. And I feel like I have to read it because I downloaded it on Audible. and you feel like you've spent this credit, so you have to, you know, read it. So I read it, and it wasn't one that I would read again. But again, like I've said it, I believe I've said this in other videos, do not take my word for it. If you like Alison Weir and you liked it, let me know. I want to hear different opinions. You know, different opinions don't offend me. I don't get triggered by different opinions. Let me know, and don't just take my word for it. And if you're kind of hesitant to buy it, if you don't want to buy it maybe, rent it at your library. I'm sure they have it at the library. Rent it out at your library and see what you think. But this was probably a 3 for me out of 5 stars, so it wasn't god-awful, but it wasn't as riveting as some of her other books. But again, do not take my word for it. And that is all I want to say about this video. This is basically just a biography, historical fiction combo book. And I will hopefully see you in the next video, and I'm sure it will not take me 3 weeks to make this video. So the next books that will be coming up, it will probably be either a book about Marie Romanov or The Pleasure Trap, or I'm also reading a print book about Marie Antoinette, so that will be another interesting book review as well. And so that's all I wanted to say about this book, and I hope you have a good day, and please leave comments. I love talking to you guys in the comments, and sometimes YouTube does not tell me when new comments are coming, so yeah, so I'm sorry if I don't get to your comments in time, but it's just YouTube acting weird. So that's all I wanted to say about this book and just about this vlog. So I will see you in the next video, and it will not be 3 weeks this time. Okay, that's all. Bye, guys.